Good morning, folks. Here we are back at the Wagon Wheel of Wisdom. I'm Kevin. Behind me, as usual, we have the magnificent wagon wheel, and hopefully up here still a little bit of wisdom for you. This morning I'd like to expand on a video that I posted yesterday evening, as a matter of fact, and something I really didn't talk about because in that video I probably came across as hopeful that my divine feminine would contact me, and of course I do hold on to that hope on some level. But more importantly, I want to talk to you about a term that we also need to be really careful with this on our journey, and that is the act of discernment. By definition, it's being able to judge a situation correctly before moving forward. And if I could stress the vital importance when we're talking about our twin flame possibly coming back into our lives, the act of discernment, with you being the divine feminine, is going to be something that is of the utmost importance. So I was thinking about this last night after I posted the video and saying, I was hopeful that my divine counterpart would maybe contact me. I then began to think, it's like, well, wait a minute. Am I necessarily in an emotional state right now where I'm ready for that? And if that were to happen, how would I react? What would be the outcome, etc.? Kind of stuck in a little bit of a loop, but in a way a healthy loop, because what I'm thinking is this. It's probably just too damn early at this point for us to get back, because number one, I don't feel fully healed. And now, if I don't feel fully healed, I'm going to be willing to bet, since we are the same soul in two separate bodies, that she isn't either. And the runner-chaser dynamic, which is the twin flame, call it the epicenter of how this whole thing operates, would happen again, most likely. It's not to say that it would happen again, it could happen again. And here we would be back in this same loop, going through the same pain over and over again until both of us fully heal. And that is where we really need to use the act of discernment if our divine masculine were to reach back out to us. I was sitting in meditation for a little while, feeling it, the excitement and the joy, and but as I sat there a little bit deeper, this, call it a voice inside of me, was telling me, you're not ready yet. And that is something that is very hard to accept, but I have to accept it because that voice is accurate. The more studying I do about the twin flame connection and dynamic, is the runner-chaser aspect could happen again and again and again. And to be perfectly honest, you guys, I don't know if I want to go through this pain again and again. I would really rather work on it one time, and that's not to guarantee that it won't, and I don't want to mislead anybody by that, but I want to be able to give my best effort when I've forgiven all of the wrongs within my own life, maybe things she's said and done, and vice versa. Because if we get back into it again, as I said earlier, it's just gonna hurt over and over and over again. And holy crap, I've said it in my other videos so many times that this is a pain I cannot explain to anybody. It is something brand new in my life. Just to give a little recap, in my lifetime, I lost a brother when I was 10 years old. I found my father dead after he shot himself and committed suicide. I've been through a divorce. I was in a narcissistic relationship with a woman who used the court system because I wanted to break up with her. I've been through some things in my life that have been insanely challenging from an emotional perspective. And all of them, even with my father, finding him, on some level it's comparative, but on others it isn't. This is an emotional roller coaster unlike anything I have ever felt in my life. And it's the biggest reason why I feel so compelled to sit in front of this camera and talk about it with you guys, especially men that are out there that are the chaser, the divine feminine. I see a lot of videos out there with women talking about it, but I have to believe from the male perspective, it's a little bit different. The energy might be a little bit different. same situations and same scenario, but it's just my opinion, and again, I can't prove this. I feel from the perspective of perhaps ego that men and women operate a little different in the 3D world. I believe we do, and so I would just want to connect with you guys and explain to you my emotional state and where we're going with this. And it's not to say that women can't watch this, because again, we are all going through this process together. But if you are connected with this and you are watching this, there's a damn good chance you are the divine feminine. You are the chaser. And the runner, your divine masculine, can be male or female. It doesn't differentiate. We're one soul, split apart at this moment in time. My situation, I'm completely blocked by her. It's perhaps a blessing the more I think about it, because I would probably still be pursuing and up in my ego if she were still in contact with me, with the hope that, the magical hope that everything would work out in a perfect way. And it wouldn't. I need this break from her. As much as I don't like it, I need this break. And she needs this break too. If we are the same soul, we both need it. A vacation from one another. How long is it going to take? I have no idea. I just know it's going to take some time. The other thing I wanted to talk about is, don't wait around pining for them. Get off social media. Do not follow them. Do not like their comments. Do not make the mistake like I did of going on a dating website, because if you see them, it spins the emotions up something fierce, or at least it did for me. Do everything you can to almost act like it didn't happen, because the truth is, you guys, when we find our sense of self during this journey, none of that stuff in the past is going to matter, because we are going to be whole. They, for the most part, we hope, of course, are going to be whole as well. And when they make that journey back to you, I have a feeling inside of me it's going to be something beautiful. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about this morning. Just be careful. If they do text you, maybe wait a day to reply to them. Sit with it. Sit with the energy. Sit with that excitement. Is it your ego, or is it coming from your heart? And I believe that's where it's vitally important for the active meditation. I woke up this morning and I did 2 meditations. One was 20 minutes listening to a prayer, and the other one was, I gave the name yesterday, Joe Dispenza. I listened to that, where you're just sitting there doing breath work and doing a body scan. It really helps. It helps center me. I don't get on the internet right away and start screen sucking. I go sit outside for a while and just kind of breathe in the fresh, cool morning air. This morning it's 53 degrees here, and it just feels good to get that inside me. So again, my name is Kevin. This is the Wagon Wheel of Wisdom. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you're on this journey, please put comments below. And if this resonates with you, which I'm sure it is because you guys found me, that is awesome. And I hope to help you on this journey. I am just about 4 months into this, so I'm brand new to this too. And it has been a hell of a ride. This is not for the faint of heart. It takes a strong soul to get through this, but the point is, you can get through this. I know you can, but you need to know that too. Love you guys. Have a good day.